takes it in. Throw too late, and he's on with an infield single to open up the ball game. Jake Durham will stand in for the first time, and you can see the average there as he continues to flirt with a .400 season. Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a two-run shot to left center. So his remarkable season continues as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead. So we'll take one more look, and boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. Martin Prado is set to stand in, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a hit in recent action. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fun attempt, and it looks like a good one. Durham. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off. Ready to take his hacks again, Jake Durham, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Oh, and guys,
there's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Christian Yelich will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
Throws in time, and that's out number one.
You know, usually I'm going to jump on the hitters when they fail to move runners over, but hey, look, that pitcher, he did a good job. I mean, he knows what they're...
Jake Durham stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Yelich going back. And this one is gone. A home run. Jake Durham will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ballgame as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. D. Gordon steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up. Here comes the 0-1. Hit to... Scooped up. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Marlins leave 1. And as you can see, Jake Durham will stand in yet again, and he's looking for history now. We take you back to his last home run. This was his 4th of the ball game, and it needn't be said that 5 in a game has never been done before. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he just manages to get his hand in.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his 5th in this game as the blowout. Jake Durham is digging, looking to make this a very memorable ball game as he's already 5 for 5.
You know, if he just fell down in the box and made snow angels in the dust, it would still be a game to remember, Matty.
In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his 6th of the game as they just continue to... Into the box, Martin Prado. He'll look to keep it going, 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. Smoke toward third, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, this game wasn't exactly a pitcher's duel, but take a look at all the RBIs. He was an absolute menace with runners in scoring position.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 21-6. So long from Philly.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game SEPTA trains on the Orange Broad Street line are available at the Patterson Avenue station. And extra...
Matt Vasgersian back now on the MLB pregame show. And as we draw from the city of brotherly love, MLB The Show has baseball from Jake Durham will stand in, coming off what could only be described as a career afternoon yesterday as he finished 6 for 6.
Well,
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. Jake Durham stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
This is skied into short left center. Echeverria is there for it. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still trail it here 3-1. So striding in, number 7, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Trying to hold the lead. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. Two runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Here's a high pop-up. Prado is there for it. And that retires the side. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. 5 innings complete. The Marlins on top, 3-2. Jake Durham will step in now in a big spot here with runners on.
Keep in mind, he's got a home run here already. If he gets a hold of another one, he could tie up this ball game.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second of the game, as we are all tied at 5.
I think sometimes as a pitcher, as soon as you release the pitch, you have a feeling that you could be in trouble. And that was big trouble right there. Big home run. That ties this game up.
Jake Durham is going to have another crack at it here, and it's been a great offensive performance for him so far. This was back in the 8th, his second home run of the game, as he dearly loved to make it 3 right here. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
And this is exactly what you're looking for in extra innings. Actually, it's what you're praying for, really. One big swing sends the folks who stayed here home happy as he wins it with the walk-off homer.
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter to start in the top half of the inning.
Leading off for Philadelphia, third baseman, Jake.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. A quick out number one.
The right
as far as rookie pitchers are concerned.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
No errors.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt. Summertime by the Bay, AT&T Park in San Francisco. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Francisco Giants. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Jake Durham will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. A huge home run for him as he now stands alone in the all-time record books. And the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead. So we'll take one more look. And boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. Alejandro De Aza will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you're right. His last game excellent, but he just keeps adding to those numbers. Over his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 350. I'll take that anytime.
And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
And the key to this is that he's running hard out of the batter's box all the way. You know, with some guys, it's not always the case, but he is really busting it down the line, and he's going to get rewarded with the infield hit.
Jake Durham is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
High and deep to right center field. Span looks up. And this one is gone. A home run. Solo shot to right center. His second of the game. Jake Durham will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Out in front of it, strike 1. Bumgarner into his motion. Here it is on 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. In is Jay, but this ball's in front of him for a base hit.
Boy, how much hotter is he going to get? He's got himself another 3-hit ball game, and that batting average is going to continue to climb even higher.
Runners off for second, but he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with 1 away.
Now batting.
Into the box, Darren Ruff. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Not in time as he just sneaks in there, and it's a double steal.
If you think about it, this is the perfect time to call for this. You know, your pitcher out there is having a hard time throwing strikes. He's not going to be as focused as he should be on the base runners, and they take advantage. That's a great call from the dugout.
The runner's breaking for home. Hit the other way out toward right field. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are 2 gone.
Whew, nice play.
And they get the double play at third. Madison Bumgarner steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Bunt sign still on with 2 strikes as he puts this one down. Denard Span digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. Jake Durham will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul.
That's out.
Bumgarner has his target. Here's the 0-1. Hard liner toward short. And this is going to be his 4th hit of the game, as this should wind up as extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year.
Yeah, Matt, so far this season, they rank in the top 5, actually 4th in the National League. Hitting the gaps at opportune times on a regular basis, pushing runs across, creating offensive fireworks.
Jed Jerko will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants' bullpen. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitches a cold strike, the throw. And he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. And that just doesn't make much sense as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Settling in now, Freddie Freeman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hot shot down the line. And that.
Sometimes, especially when you're down in the count, you just got to take whatever the pitcher gives you. He's not trying to muscle up on something. Not even really trying to drive anything. He's just trying to make contact, put the ball in play.
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Giants are victorious here, 6-2. Good night from San Francisco.
No errors. They left 22 runners on base. For Philadelphia, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Madison Bumgarner. His record is now 14-3. The loss goes to Danny Salazar. He falls to 14-5. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, 41,503. The Giants thank you for attending tonight's game at AT&T Park and remind you to please buckle up and try.
Back live now on the MLB pregame show, just a few minutes away from Game 3 of the series. And while the final preparations are being made, we give you the Topps player spotlight. Jake Durham is in the glow. And he's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate.
Yeah, anytime you get yourself 4 base knocks in a game, you're doing something right. You might have gotten a couple of gifts in terms of good pitches to hit, but, you know, it's not about the pitches you get, it's what you do with them. And
time for baseball now from Park in San Francisco. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Francisco Giants. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's been on an absolute tear lately, hitting over.
Jake Durham will stand in now, coming off a perfect 4 for 4 a night ago.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
And he's able to get back in there at first safely. Carlos Gomez will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Runners on the move for second. Hit out towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Jake Durham, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Squares around and drops down a good one. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Now batting, center fielder
Carlos Gomez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And there he goes towards second. And he'll be run down between first and second. And a mental mistake that time as he's picked off for the first out.
And that's a situation where a guy just gets a little too antsy out there. So once
striding into the box, Jake Durham, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, he's batting lefty right now, but doesn't matter. He can hit from either side of the plate.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Jake Durham will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the bat.
Called strike at the letters, 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
And, guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Giants are victorious here, 3-0. Good night from San Francisco.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious Giants. 3 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For Philadelphia, no runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, 41,503. The Giants thank you for attending tonight's game at AT&T Park and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely. Good night.
A truly gorgeous afternoon for baseball now from sunny AT&T Park in San Francisco. Today, Getaway Day, the finale of this 4-game set between the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Francisco Giants. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Time now for a glance at the Phillies' batting order in this one. How do they get back into the win column, Psycho?
Well, guys, this team can absolutely fly. They lead the league in stolen bases. So be patient and let those runners move into scoring position and then follow it up with clutch hits.
Jeff Samardzija gets the start for San Francisco in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, he's having a very nice season so far. He's got an ERA in the low 3s. So hopefully he can continue that here in this one. Give his ball club a chance to win.
Jake Durham will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
And he's been hitting the ball out of the yard, too. A whole bunch of home runs in his last 10 games. And yesterday was a good one, too.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Eric Karros, this Giant ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, they're starting to open up some ground at the top of the division, and when you're setting a good pace at the top, it can be frustrating for those teams that are chasing you because they start thinking, what do we have to do to make up some ground?
Shows bunt as he gets this one down. Throw to first in time, and you got to question that decision as the side is retired. Into the box now, Buster Posey, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. Hit to third. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Jake Durham is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. Solo shot to right center. So he creeps ever closer to triple digits as the Phillies have come back to tie this one at 2. Jeff Samardzija gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors in 2. Brock Holt will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips. Stepping in, Jake Durham will swing it from the left side right here.
Yeah, he's got great numbers right here. Hitting over 350 against righties where he just rakes.
Belted high in the air out to left. Looking up is De Aza. Gone! A solo shot here to left. His 2nd home run of the game as the Phillies move out in front 3-2. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You've heard that before. And you can add one more home run onto this already impressive number. Jake Durham will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Hence, is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Carlos Gomez will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Grounded to third. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Matt Duffy is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that.
Smoke toward third. The throw. And from his knees, he got him. Boy, all arm there as this side is retired. George Cantos will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8. Leading off the inning, Brett Laurie, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Down the third baseline. And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren Ruff. He singled his last time up. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, that's just some indecision there on 3-2. He's thinking, should I swing? You could just see him try and hold up, but by that point, he'd already broken the plane. That's an easy call.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Cameron Rupp is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 3-2. So long from San Francisco.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 3 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 12 men on base. For the Giants, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 41,503. The Giants thank you for attending today's game at AT&T Park and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.
So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the penalty and one gone in the inning. Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw.
Jake Durham.
Fly ball heading for the alley. Back goes Kemp, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Now batting, right fielder,
Mark G digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
In plenty of time, and he's out at third. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, Matty, he definitely led the way. You'll see there, he turned in a 4-hit performance, and that definitely keyed his guys to the victory.
5 runs.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 5-4. Good night from San Diego. Nothing like a warm summer afternoon at Petco Park in San Diego. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend. Jake Durham will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. Solo shot to right center. So he creeps ever closer to triple digits. And the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead. So we'll take one more. Jake Durham will come up now to kick off their half of the third. Seems like the hits have been coming fast and furious, EK, but not the runs.
Yeah, you figure if you get 5 hits in 2 innings, you're doing all right for yourselves. But like you said, they've only got one.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead. Jake Durham stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their...
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 3rd home run of the ball game. Jake Durham will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run.
Baseman number 7.
Jake Durham will stand in yet again, and he's looking for history now. We take you back to his last home run. This was his 4th of the ball game, and it needn't be said that 5 in a game has never been done before. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a two-run shot to left center, his fifth in this game. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not quite sure what to make of this game. It was kind of a joke, but I don't think anyone's laughing at all those home runs. My goodness, that is a career for some guys.
And 13 runners.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 8-4.
Time of the ball game.
So long from San Diego.
A reminder that post-game trolley service to Mission Valley, Old Town, or to South County is available.
Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this three-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a fine Sunday afternoon for baseball at Petco Park. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series. Jake Durham will stand in for the first time, and you can see the average there as he continues to flirt with a .400 season. Hit sharply toward the right side. Perella is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So a fairly painless top of the first, and now the Friars will get their first. Jake Durham stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And he is in there. Now a low throw, but he can't knock it down at first as it gets right by him. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And they'll tag him out in the run. Digging in to try it again, Jake Durham, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Yeah, he's got great numbers right here, hitting over 350 against righties where he just rakes.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that's a pair of hits for him now this afternoon as he lines that one sharply into right. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that department as we approach the final month of the season.
Yeah, this is nothing new, Matty. Another hit for him. I mean, he's really the guy they depend on to keep the line moving. He's been their most consistent hitter so far.
Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. So he's into scoring position now at second following the two-out stolen base. And as you see there on the graphic, that total good for fourth best on the Philly roster.
Yeah, clearly.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. One left for Philadelphia. Halfway home, all even at one apiece. Stepping in, Melvin Upton Jr. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. One run, just one hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Good job there on 1 and 2 as he winds up getting the bunt down. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single.
The catcher, number 14.
In now, Jake Durham. He singled his last time up.
Baseman number 7, Jake Durham.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score. Striding into the box, Jake Durham. He'll look to keep it going 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Wolf is able to look this one in just past the third base dugout, and that's out number 2. And guys, I think you might agree there's little doubt that the star of this afternoon's contest was this man. Brett Wallace. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. Time for baseball on the show from the bank. Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the LA Dodgers and the Philadelphia Phillies. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Jake Durham strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they'll chase this one down now out near the 387 sign. And he will make it there. He took a bit of a chance, but it turns into a 2-out double.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Carlos Gomez will come forward now, and like so many of his Phillies teammates, really thrives here at Citizens Bank Park, as is reflected in his splits. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Kershaw comes set, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Jake Durham stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
He's set. Here it comes. Into the seats, 0-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Line toward the alley and left center. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And he's able to get back in there at first safely. So he's able to come through here with 2 away. And that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard.
Well, it's just business as usual for him, Matt. He leads the National League in that category.
Corey Seager will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. On the ground to third. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late. Settling in now, Jake Durham. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield here would be big for these guys. It could score 2.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. This is hit high and deep out to left. Wallace looking up. Gone! So a 3-run blast is straight away. Jake Durham will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Leading off the inning, Justin Turner, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
Hit to third. Durham. Now a low throw, but he can't knock it down at first as it gets right by him. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Yeah, and that's going to be a bit of a turnaround right here. You figure off the crack of the bat that you've got the first out of the inning. Instead, now you're looking at a runner in scoring.
Jake Durham will stand in now with 5 RBIs to his credit already and a chance to add on some more.
And you know, Matt, the way he's attacked the baseball so far, why stop now?
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his 3rd home run of the ball game. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, seemed like everything he touched turned to gold. He winds up with 5 hits in the game. Without question, a standout performance.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 9-2. Good night from Philly.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 9 runs, 14 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. For the Dodgers, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 19 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 34 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game SEPTA trains on the Orange Broad Street line are available at the Patterson Avenue station, and extra C buses are available directly outside the stadium.
Both teams getting their final warm-ups in as we welcome you back to the MLB pregame show. First pitch of Game 2 in our series is right around the corner. But before we turn that corner, here is our tops player spotlight. Jake Durham is in that spotlight. And he had the long ball working in his last game. 3 home runs really carrying his team on his back.
Yeah, we see it maybe a couple times a year, but when a guy gets 3 homers in a game, it's always worth talking about. He got some good pitches to hit, and he just flat out did not miss them. I mean, I've seen guys put fewer out in a home run derby round, so he's clearly got plenty of power in that swing of his. And who knows, maybe he'll put on another show in this one. I wouldn't put it past him.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show. With the skyline in front of us, a look at Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the LA Dodgers and the Philadelphia Phillies. The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Jake Durham will stand in for the first time, and he's seen that average climb during his current 7-game hitting streak. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed. Forget it. Long gone. Home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. A huge home run for him as he now stands alone in the all-time record books. And the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
This guy's got to be at the point where he's thinking, do we really need to play another?
Justin Turner will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Hot shot toward third, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Batting 7th, center fielder, Jock Peterson.
Jake Durham will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Puig looking up. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His second home run. Jake Durham stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think
there's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His 3rd home run of the ball game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Justin Turner digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Durham has got it, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of the 6th inning. It's the Phillies 7 and the Dodgers 1. Jake Durham will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ballgame as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. First pitch on its way. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Hit high and deep to right center. Back goes Peterson. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His 4th in the ball game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Incredible. I mean, if I wasn't sitting here, I wouldn't believe it myself.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no way you could look past this guy. Really a game he'll remember for a long time. 4 home runs. No other way to break it down except to say that was an awesome performance.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Phillies win this one 9-1. Good night from Philly.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 9 runs, 11 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Dodgers, 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 18 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game SEPTA trains on the Orange Broad Street line are available at the Patterson Avenue station, and extra C buses are available directly outside the stadium.
Back. From the city of brotherly love, MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the LA Dodgers and the Philadelphia Phillies. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Who stands out to you, EK?
You know, they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 hole right now. He's been hitting the cover off the ball lately, batting over .350.
Jake Durham will stand in now, and I'm going to guess he won't see the kind of pitches he was seeing last night when he hit 4 home runs. Kazmir sets. Here's the first pitch. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Runners on first with one down. And it's quickly 0-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Peterson has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK? Jake Durham gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2.
Oh, you guys are going to make me say it, aren't you? Deuces are wild.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a 3-run shot to left center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And it's now a 7-4 ball game.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle.
Jake Durham steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We played 4 full. LA's on top 8-4. Jake Durham will stand in as we'll flash you back to the second inning as you get a look at this key 3-run home run. First delivery to him on the way. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. High in the air into shallow left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 7th inning coming up. The Dodgers lead it 8-4. Justin Turner ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And this is going to wind up a foul. Jake Durham steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second.
Number 7.
Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
And he'll step off, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. And a step off. Nobody out, runner on first. Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And there will be no throw as he takes third with ease. Now he'll step off. And the runner's stuck in a pickle between third base and home. And he'll be tagged out as he got caught between third and home.
And he sensed something was up. He picks the right time to step off, and they're able to tag the runner out trying to break for the plate. That's tough because you want to get a good jump.
And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Adrian Gonzalez. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck, let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
They left 16
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching Both teams getting their final warm-ups in as we welcome you back to the MLB pregame show. First pitch of Game 2 in our series is right around the corner. But before we turn that corner, here is our tops player spotlight. Jake Durham is in that spotlight, and the rest of the baseball world is buzzing about him as well. From Flushing, Queens, baseball from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Time now for a glance at the Phillies' batting order in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's been unconscious at the plate. He hit over 15 home runs last month. I don't think anyone expects him to keep up that pace, but if he can get anywhere close to...
Jake Durham will stand in trying to keep that hitting streak alive. See what he's done over the past 9 ball games. Hit hard towards second. In there, a base hit. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Coming to the plate now, Jake Durham, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Squeezes on here, and he gets it down. Duda comes up with it. And the throw is late, so it'll be an infield single and an RBI on a perfect suicide squeeze. The tag, and he is cooked. Jake Durham will stand in to lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing.
Hang on, this is hit deep into right center. This looks to have enough, and it does. A home run. Solo shot to right center. Jake Durham will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Hit high and deep to right center. Cespedes going back. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting.
Well, this is a home run swing, and it looked like he thought he had one off the crack of the bat. But this place, not exactly known for being a home run haven, and this ball dies out.
Jake Durham comes forward as he'll try to replicate what he did back in the 6th, that being a home run, of course. That's yanked into the stands, strike one. Now the 0-1. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. Conforto on the move. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. The relay, and he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a one-out double.
The center fielder,
Carlos Gomez stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And most guys that make their living stealing bases will tell you, it's much easier to steal third base against a left-handed pitcher than it is a righty. And he moves up another 90 feet with just one away now.
The runner's breaking for home. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 3 runs already home here. Pitch is a ball, and the runner's coming home, and he'll be tagged out as he got caught between third and home. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving, but gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 7-3. Good night from Flushing.
For the Aces, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base.
MLB pregame show. Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this 3-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments. Afternoon baseball now from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in New York. Jake Durham will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night. Harvey's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Jake Durham is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Jake Durham.
Harvey gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the...
Yoenis Cespedes digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. Jake Durham stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
And that's dead center for strike 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it should.
And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field. And this is going to clear the wall, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. His 3rd home run of the ball game, as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Here it is. His 3rd home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Jake Durham will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. The 1-0 delivery. Oh, and that looked like the very definition of flailing there. It's even at 1.
Well, you don't expect a guy who's having a year like this guy is having to take an ugly hack like that.
In the air, out to right. Lagares is under it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Darren Ruff.
Jake Durham steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. So a 3-run shot to right center field, number 148 for his career, as the blowout continues.
Incredible. I mean, if I wasn't sitting...
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, well, he really drove the ball well in this one. Winds up finishing with 6 RBIs. I'd say that's a pretty good day's work.
And welcome back to the MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series. Jake Durham will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Cozart sets. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. That's Chavarria for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Martin Prado will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. Bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single. Jake Durham will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. Jake Durham will stand in here again, and as he does, it's a good time to flash you back to the third inning of the ball game as you take a look at his grand slam. Obviously a key blow early on. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Jake Durham will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Runner goes for third. Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Ozuna is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Jake Durham comes forward, and he'll try to replicate what he did back in the 6th, that being a home run, of course. Into the windup and the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The windup and the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Yelich is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half, so one will win it here is Jake Durham. 5 RBIs to his credit already, and a chance to add on some more.
And you know, Matt, the way he's attacked the baseball so far, why stop now?
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Stanton ranging back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. And guys, I think you might agree there's little doubt that the star of this afternoon's contest was this man.